On May 15th, when the 9-hour parade marched on Stewart Street past the Workers' Arts and Heritage Center, each of the craft units that were marching were carrying banners. And the banners had slogans like, "Art is long, life is short," "Relaxation gives dignity to our labor," and 9 hours and no surrender. And each of the banners demarcated the craft unit as a craft, so it identified who those folks were. But the banners were the slogans of why they were marching and what they wanted out of the 9-hour movement, right? They wanted more time to improve themselves. They wanted dignity in their work. They wanted a shorter working day. And so banners were important in the parade to signify and publicly declare the aspirations of the 9-hour movement, and they remain a collective symbol of solidarity and identity for working class people and for organized labor. Here are some banners from the Workers' Arts and Heritage Center's permanent collection. We have some beautiful examples like this one from the Amalgamated Clothing Workers of America, and it represents a number of locals and shows how banners conveyed solidarity across unions and across locals for collective action, for solidarity, and for organizing. This one is from 1916. We also have this one over here from the International Lady Garment Workers Union, and it represents women workers. And this one was out of Toronto, local number 68. And these banners could be carried in parades like they were back in 1872, or they could be hung in union halls. So they were symbols of identity, and they were also collective symbols of solidarity. They showed who the workers were. They often showcased the skills of workers, like the fringe and the painting on this banner, and they were visible symbols of the struggle for better pay, for decent work, closing the wage gap, being recognized as workers in the case of women. And we have another very interesting example here, sort of the legacy of banners in Workers' Arts and Heritage Center's permanent collection with this banner here. And it represents a more contemporary iteration of banner making and how the arts movement has combined and how arts have influenced and benefited workers even in a contemporary context. This banner was commissioned by the Energy and Chemical Workers Union, which later became the CAW and later became Unifor. And it was commissioned and it was painted by two of the Workers' Arts and Heritage Center's co-founders, Carol Condé and Carl Beveridge. And it shows workers in the Energy and Chemical Workers Union educating themselves, thinking about health and safety, some of the key actions that banners and the organized labor were fighting for in the movements like 1872, all the way through to the common and collective actions that we see today.